I'm in central Missouri with John Embry. The ticks are bad and it's hot, but we're having a great time.
Well, we were on stand for 11 minutes and that coyote came in.
Come downwind and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Thanks, man.
You betcha.
Hope that's many more in this trip.
Yes.
John was added to the FOXPRO family last year after undergoing our interview process. He's not about John Embry. He's about coyote hunting. He enjoys what he does. He's not out to make a name for himself, and that's kind of the guys that we're looking for.
Coyote hunting in Missouri, it's good. We've got a good coyote population. We're pretty diverse where we're at here in Morgan County, from hill country to the south to the crop ground and everything to the north. A lot of cattle pastures, and you can't beat it in my opinion.
You can tell it's hot summer because their coat's not worth anything right now.
You think of conservation and you think of the importance of hunting these coyotes in the summer. I know a lot of people are against it, and I'm fine with that. You know, I understand their perspective. You know, but from my perspective, you figure one coyote feeding a family of pups can take up to, 4 fawns a week. If you take the number of coyotes that could be in an area, that's a lot of fawns. That could lead to a diminishing deer population.
The advantage of decoying this time of year is that we can bring the whole family group in and hopefully we can take them out and save those fawns.
It's really cool. It's really windy this morning. I say cool, it's 75, but it feels a lot cooler than it did yesterday. So we're gonna go right down here. There's a lot of cut hay fields now, and these are the kind of areas that we're hunting. The cut hay fields gives you a good vantage point, and obviously you can see the coyotes getting higher grass. You can't see the coyotes. So we're gonna go right out here and make another stand and hopefully kill our second coyote.
Once we get to the stand and set up, John locates this coyote across the fence line, and it's way out there, and it doesn't see us. We got the dogs in place, and John starts calling it. I'm pretty sure that coyote was looking right at us. I'm looking through the scope and I see it there, not paying any attention to the dogs. It's focused right on us.
Try a rabbit. He's just laying down right there.
We were in a shaded area. It was in a sunny area, so I'm not exactly sure what that coyote saw, but it didn't want to come in and play.
All right, he's getting up.
I decided that we had to take a shot at this coyote.
I'd take him there. Dang it.
So I take a shot and I missed it. I don't know why. The only guess I have is that it was a little bit further than what I thought it was, but we missed that coyote. Here we are, second stand. The coyotes aren't really working the dogs, so, little apprehensive, but we got a lot of trip left, and hopefully we'll finally get to see some good decoy dog action.
All right, let's go try another one.
I'm in Versailles, Missouri, decoying with John Embry. John's a new FOXPRO field staff member that joined our team last year.
I've been hunting coyotes, I don't know, probably 25 years. I know one of the first stands back in the early 90s is kind of the one that topped it off, and my brother and I had talked to a farmer, and he told us he'd been seeing this big old bobtail coyote every day feeding. So Kent and I and another friend snuck back in this field and got set up in a hedgerow and turned the call on, and it wasn't 2 minutes. This coyote come loping across the field and locked up right in front of us about 60 yards. And my brother rolled him over backwards with an old 16 gauge with slugs in it.
Bobtail, let's keep moving.
That was kind of the hook point for me.
here to the left. He's behind that terrace somewhere. I don't see him right now.
We call this coyote in. Didn't really want to decoy too well. I mean, he came into the field.
Oh, right here he is, right here.
Saw the dogs, a little bit of interaction, and then he ran off to the left and got out of the field. And he decided that he was going to come back in. He saw enough from the dogs that he wanted to come in and give a second look.
Right out here. Oh man, he's all over the place. Right out here. Let's kill him when you're ready.
And he's moving all over the place, going back and forth between the fields, and not a good interaction.
There he is right there. You on him? I didn't think we were ever going to get that coyote. He's all over the place.
Well, that's two coyotes down here in central Missouri, here with John Embry, and 95 degrees out, it's hot, but man, the coyotes are moving here in Missouri, and we're gonna keep moving too. So going into this stand, there's a den right close by to where we're gonna be going, so you get close to those denning sites, they get a lot more aggressive. So there's a lot of high hopes going into this stand that this could finally be the stand that we're gonna get to see some good decoy dog action.
Right here, on top of the hill. There's 3.
3 coyotes coming in like this, 2 decoy dogs out there. This is a perfect recipe for a good decoy dog stand.
We could have let this stand play out a little bit longer, but you just never know what the coyotes are going to do. Mike, I told him whenever he had a good free shot and the dogs were clear to go ahead and take that shot.
Take that one stand there. John, the one up on the hill. That's you.
I just totally missed it. So it's one of them things that's hunting. It's not about killing all the time, and I got my reward when my dogs worked the coyotes, so it was cool.
Man, can you believe that? 3 coyotes coming in hard like that. That's awesome. And they looked like they were, they were pretty riled up. Their adrenaline was going too. One out of 3, we'll take it. They're moving. We should go try to get another one now before that sun gets too hot.
I'm in central Missouri, and we're hunting fresh cut hay fields, bean fields, trying to take advantage of all the crops that we can to be successful decoying these dogs. This was the stand that John was really excited about. He's never hunted this stand before. It looks like there would be a lot of coyotes in this stand.
It's at the end of the bottom. Way out there. 1,200 yards where the sun's shining on it. That's a coyote. It's a coyote, he's just sitting there. Trap up on him. He's coming. He stopped. Here he comes. He's coming.
He was in a dead run with dust trail. The dogs went out and met him, and the show was on. Here comes another one off to the right.
Get him lined up right there. You take the right, I'll take the left. What happened?
Oh, it wasn't closed.
You know, John's jinxed this trip. I've got 3 coyotes down, and John doesn't have any down. He's had the opportunities, but I'm beginning to think maybe I'm bad luck for John, because I know John's a coyote killing machine.
I spotted a coyote 1,200 yards off. And can't shoot it at 100. I just want to give you all the credit.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
You're trying to make me
You're
look good.
my
You're
buddy.
expensive.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. See, that's what a real friend does.
Try to take care of you.
He messes up to make me look better. Well, that's what, 4 kills should have been 7.
Yeah.
And I missed 1, you missed 2. Well, yeah, I guess you missed 1 and didn't get a chance at the second one.
Yeah, I missed.
But I'd get, if you pulled the trigger, you would have killed it.
Sure. Yeah.
Good to get another one. I have hunted Central Missouri before, but this is the first time that I've hunted Central Missouri decoying dogs in the summer.
If you get the shakes calling a coyote in, just normal calling, and you have a decoy dog and throw in the mix, it's tenfold. It's awesome. There's no comparison.
That's the last morning. This is actually the coolest morning of the trip, so hopefully we can get a stand this morning like we got last night, that real good stand. That's big turd, too. Hopefully it's a big coyote.
We get set up on this stand, and John lets out that howl on that FOXPRO like he normally does, and right away we get a howl back. You know, and that's exactly what you want to hear. You get a coyote howling back to you that quick, that's a good sign that this coyote probably will come in and work, because this is a more aggressive coyote.
Coyote, right here. I can't take that shot, the dogs are too close.
You know, just didn't have a safe opportunity to take an ethical shot at that coyote without putting these dogs in risk. We didn't get a coyote right now, but that was a real successful stand right there. That's what we came to see. That was an awesome last stand. Doesn't get better than that. Oh, we didn't put one on the ground.
We'll get one on this one.
We'll get one on this one. John turns that FOXPRO HOWL on, and right away we get a HOWL back.
Right here, double, right behind the hay bale, Mike. There they are. Get out there. They wore out, ain't they?
It's been hot all week here. My dogs were wore out. I couldn't get the dogs to go out and engage them.
They might work. I know they'll work if we get the dogs at them.
And there's Root and there's Lou just kind of hanging out. You know, they're 4 days into this hunt too. They're doing a lot more work than we are. Not only are they walking into the stands, they're out there running the fields in the hot sun. We're in the shade, and you could tell that they've been working hard because they don't want to get up and move.
It ain't gonna work. Let's just take a Mike. Good shot, John. You can hit a coyote.
I put a good clean shot on this coyote and dropped him in his tracks, and that got that monkey off my back.
Big male.
Figured that was a male. He was the bigger of the two and a little bit more aggressive of the two.
Yep.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I thought you were cursed the entire trip. I was thinking maybe I was bad luck for you or something. I've had a great trip here with John Embry. I'm walking away from this trip knowing that we've made a good decision, adding a great field staff member to the FOXPRO family.
All in all, I think we had an awesome trip. We had some good dog work. Mike and Cody, you can't ask for a better pair of guys, and I hope someday we can do this again.
I've made good friends, great family, great experiences, and looking forward to do it again.